Hey guys, whilst Josh is at work, I thought I'd do a quick vlog. So, how did the game thing go? Well, I go into the shop at, I think it must have been what, 9:30? Quite early, actually. And they obviously call off the manager. The manager's like, "Oh, do you have a CV?" And I'm like, "Well, I had one in last week." She goes, "Well, I'm new here, so I haven't had to look all through the paperwork yet, which probably means your CV's been lost. You're gonna have, but your best bet is to give us another one." So I run frantically home, um, and then I think that I search around the room frantically for 10 minutes trying to find my memory stick, thinking, "Oh my god, what if I've dropped it on the bus?" Luckily, I found it. So the next job was to obviously print it off. So I had to borrow the father-in-law's laptop to print it off. I printed off two copies to be on the safe side, so I've got a spare one. Um, and then I ran to the bus stop, got the bus, then realised I hadn't mentioned gaming in the CV, so I quickly and hurriedly buy a biro pen and write it in. Then I think, oh my god, there's a typo, better scratch that out. So it's a bit covered in biro by this time. Then I think, quick, before I frantically think about anything else, better hand it in. So I run back into game, and luckily the manager's already outside just talking to one of her employees. So I'm like, "Here you go, have a CV." So yeah, that's all done. She goes, "Thanks very much," takes it, asks me the days and hours I can work, then sends me on my way. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, right." Anywho, because of job hunting, you're not going to see me like this much longer because I'm going to have to dye my hair to a gorgeous mousy brown. Well, it says here sandalwood brown. But yeah, this was my natural hair colour before I started attacking it with dye in the first place. So yeah, you're going to see me natural, which is quite a shock. The only reason I'm doing it is so I can look normal when I find a job, because apparently people won't employ me with the hair I've got now, unfortunately. As nice as it is, and how much as I love being a rainbow, I've got no choice but to obviously do something natural with it until either I get a job or um, whatever. So yeah, I'm staying the way, not staying the way I am, sorry, because if you can see anyway, starting to get some rootage anyway. So makes sense to just dye the whole lot, the colour of the roots. So I might have to re-dye it a couple of times, but after that, by the time the roots all grow out, hopefully it'll be all natural coloured hair, so I won't have to spend money dyeing it anymore. That's until I grow, because what I want to do actually is to grow it out, because when I was 16 I had hair up to here, and then when I just went to college I was like, you know what, I'm cutting it all off, so I was up to here ish. So, well, obviously I've been around this kind of length since, but I do want to grow it back, so that's, yeah. So it's either what I'm doing, the tactic is just keep getting it trimmed, because all I want is the ends trimmed. I don't want to be kept restyled. So I think from now on I'll be going either to college or getting the resident hairdresser from Josh's family to trim. All I'll ask her to do is trim the ends, because I want my hair to grow. I'll have to invest in some hair extensions perhaps. Get some mousy brown ones. I'll have to take the box with me, and I'm like, right, you don't match me, you don't, yeah, so yeah. So that's hopefully what I'm going to do, so I can have some longer hair, which would be quite nice, so I can just look really geeky and cool with long hair. Um, yeah, it'll be quite nice, I can just do more stuff to it, what have you. So I'm quite excited actually. In a way, I've missed being mousy brown. So yeah, back to where I started this year actually. In January I started dyeing my hair. Um, I didn't dye it for years, and then Obviously started, I think I was a darker brown first, then I went mahogany, then I went black, then I went black with coloured fringe, uh, black with specks of colour in it, and obviously then I went completely rainbow, and now I'm going back to mossy brown, which I guess will be easier because I'm blonde technically under this anyway, even though what's left on here now is what's stained on, because obviously bleach makes your hair really porous, so anything that it'll take on, it'll proper soak it in, which is why I still, although I've washed this out as much as I can, this is all I've got left. So hopefully this will cover it. If it doesn't, then I'm going to have no choice but to go back to black, which I really don't want to do, in case I want to go back to rainbow at some point, because it's a nightmare going from black to blonde. It really, really hurts. And obviously you have to put bleach on it, and it takes ages, and it's really bad for your hair, because obviously bleach is a really nasty chemical to stick in. So if I go the lightest colour I can, which is obviously my natural hair colour anyway, then if I do, God forbid, want to like dip bleach with my ends or whatever, I don't have to have the bleach on for as long, and I don't have to use as much either. So that's the tactic anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna go play a bit of Assassin's Creed in a minute. I was gonna play Left 4 Dead 2, but all the games on there seem to be these really annoying, bratty children, American, obviously, American 7-year-olds who think playing 18 games is cool when it really isn't, when the rest of us normal people just want to have a game without them screaming down the mic. So I'm like, no, I'm going to play Assassin's Creed because there's no such not really any multiplayer in it anyway, so it's not so bad, so I don't have to wear the headphones either. So I'm going to unplug the headphones off the controller. So, I'm trying to think. I need to start writing chapter 1. When I was in Fairham, I did a bit of Christmas shopping, so I've got the mother-in-law's present, I've got the father-in-law's today. I also did a bit of food shopping in Tesco, because Georgia is having a birthday party, as it were, where basically all her friends are coming round to pig out on Chinese and watch films. And obviously, me and Josh aren't going out, so obviously they're all underage, so we have to stay in the house with them anyway. We obviously don't want to crash on them, so we're just gonna stay up here and just watch films ourselves. And I've bought some ice cream and some nibbles and some like fizzy. Josh wants to get pizza. He wants me to chip in, but I can't afford it now because I've been Christmas shopping. So I'm going to have to persuade him to raid the pizza and the shopping delivery that's coming later. If not, we'll go to the co-op and find something. Or I could even persuade him to go for the fish and chips. Fish and chips is cheap. Ish. Ooh. So yeah, sounds like a plan. So yeah, I think I've got Warhorse still here, or maybe not, I don't know. Do I have Warhorse here? No, I think I left it at home. But yeah, we're gonna just, I think we'll have a Mrs. Brown's Boys run marathon thing. We'll have a marathon of Back to the Future, I don't know. We'll see what we can do, obviously, that'll be fun. So yeah, that's tonight's plans. Don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Maybe I might, now I'm gonna go over next weekend to see Sam and give her this wonderful hamper. Yes, because I'm so nice. Because my foster carer is totally awesome. I thought she would have. Well, I was just going to get her a tin of sweets, but then the mother-in-law suggested I get her a hamper. So, because she had the basket. So, yeah. Hopefully she'll like it. It's a nice treat. So there's all sorts in there. So, I'm quite excited of bringing that over. Seeing her face, hopefully. So, yeah. I've got a few more presents for Josh. I owe the mother-in-law 12 quid. So yeah. There's not really much else to really talk about, really, is there? So yeah, I might as well sign off now. Play a bit of Assassin's Creed. Hopefully get some inspiration for chapter 1. I think I've got an idea about what's going to happen to Arthur. if you haven't read it already, it's either on the blog or on DeviantArt is the prologue of Arthur's story. And if you guys have any cool titles down there, also let me know if you liked the special guest video that finally came up, because I figured out how to export it, because it turned out that YouTube doesn't normally like Quicktime films as obviously they were recorded, so you have to export them in a certain way to make sure that they work. So that's what I'll be doing with this one, so I'm just going to permanently now use Quicktime because I now know how it works. And the other thing is, it's like I don't like recording straight from YouTube because the sound doesn't sound very nice and my voice is too quiet and all the rest of it. So yeah, I'm going to go kick some Templar butts, and I'll see you later.